I'm at the Union Township Civic Center, and I just finished doing a walk around to look for DORA boundary marker signs, at least on the south edge of the DORA. So the Jungle Gym side, the Civic Center side. These are what the signs are supposed to look like right here, and they're supposed to be up on the boundaries. They're up in a few places. They're basically only up in places that people would be driving cars, not where they would necessarily be walking. But I'm going to show you where they are and where they aren't. And I'm going to start here at the Civic Center, where there are no DORA drinking signs at the boundaries to the Civic Center. That is probably because it would be embarrassing to have drinking signs at the edge of your government building's property. When I did my walk around, I don't remember seeing any boundary signs. So this is a boundary, and I don't see any signs on this boundary. Here's, right at the entrance and exit, and I don't see any signs or boundary markers for the drink, getting your drink on time. At the Civic Center, I'm going to try to gingerly walk across the flower bed here without stepping on any of the flowers. Yep, no boundary markers here. So there's no boundary markers in and out of the Civic Center itself, but there's one boundary marker at the park and ride. So I guess, here I'm going to get up to it. I guess what they're doing is, it would be embarrassing to have a drinking sign coming out of your actual Township Center drive, which is part of the drinking area, but they have the signs here. I never walked over this far when I was getting my drink on. But there are boundary markers at the park and ride for the Queen City Metro. So you can get your drink on when you're at the Queen City Metro area. Here's another one, but it's interesting, those are the only two signs I think I see out here, and they are where the cars drive in and out. So I guess this is your tip to not be drinking in your car in the DORA area when you actually leave the parking lot. So there's a boundary sign coming up this road by Crossroads, if you can see that out there. So all the boundary signs are where cars would be coming in and out, not, for example, in the areas where people might be walking, and not down at the Township Center. So I'm walking down the road that goes by Crossroads, and this would be an area that if I was getting my drink on, I might walk up this hill to walk home to where my house is. And there's no boundary signs here. So the only boundary signs I've seen so far are boundary signs where a car would be driving, not where a person might be walking. But I'm going to keep looking. So I'm continuing to walk down, and I have yet to see a boundary sign that would mark anywhere on what I guess is the west side of the DORA. So for example, if you cut through this trail right here to walk home after getting your drink on, see there's a road, there's almost a road there that goes up to Eichholz. You'd think there'd be a boundary sign there marking no more drinking past this point, but nope, only where cars would go. Yeah, down here I don't see any boundary markers anywhere of where the DORA ends. Now we're down to sidewalk area, and you would think then if this was the end that there'd be a sign here marking the end of the DORA, if they wanted the DORA to end where, or had planned it. It's like they just drew the DORA. Oh, there is a DORA sign there. So there's a DORA sign up on that light post. So when you're driving out, make sure to dump your beer out the window at that sign, because past the this traffic light here, there's a DORA sign on the light post there, marking the end of the DORA. So and there's one over here too. So I'm starting to see them. There's one over here too. So you want to be sure to dump your beer out of your car window when you're driving out of this DORA area, which the signs being all at the roads would seem to me to imply that you can drink in your car within this area. So okay, so I wanted to come back down to Crossroads real quick. It's 5 days after I was here before. They are supposedly a participant in the DORA, but I can't find any DORA stickers on any of their doors. So they should have stickers on their doors announcing that you're good to go at bringing beer in, but they don't have any down here. So, hi there, how you doing?
Good, man. You?
Good.
What's going on?
I'm filming in front of here because you guys are supposed to be part of the DORA, but you don't have the DORA stickers on your...
We do. They're actually in the corners.
Where?
I can't remember where they're at.
I looked this is the second time I've looked all over for them here.
They were supposed to put them on the entrance. It's down there in the left-hand corner, I think. I didn't put them up for one of the other guys was supposed to put them up here.
So you can drink in services now here?
No, that's not the case.
Well, hold on. If it's during the DORA hours.
I don't know anything about it, sir.
So, but if the DORA hours are in effect and you're having a service, wouldn't being a participant mean that you can drink beer?
I don't know anything about it, sir.
So where's these stickers? I don't see any sticker.
I don't know. Thought they were up on the corners, but I don't know.
Okay. So are you guys going to get them up?
Event that they're having on Saturday with the fireworks.
It's really just for one event? It's a permanent change.
I don't know how it works.
But you would agree that if the DORA hours are in effect and you're having a service, you're a participant and you can drink beer in your services.
I really don't know anything about it, sir.
Okay. But you thought you knew the stickers were on, but now they're not.
Well, I thought they were up for the event that we have for the fireworks.
Okay.
Go straight back and go all the way to the right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You do the same, sir.
So it's 5 days after I was here last, and this is Jungle Jim's entrance. And they don't have their stickers up still. They're obviously a proud participant that doesn't put their stickers up that they are participating in DORA. One thing I've also noticed walking along here is that none of the places that didn't have their stickers up before seem to have them up now. I'm looking at, I just passed T-Mobile and Willis Music. Apparently this is such a meaningless thing, and there's so few people that would even consider walking around here with a beer that these guys don't even bother to put their stickers up announcing whether they allow or don't allow DORA. I'm walking by the Sweet Frog. Oh, now DORA has a no. I'm sorry, Sweet Frog now has a no. Let me flip around. So this is the only place that I've passed that has put up their sticker since I was here, and they've now put up no there, and they're right next to one of the places that sells right here, which is LaRosa's. So now I am in front of RJ's, and they are against conservatives and censor conservative movies, even in private rentals. But here's what struck me as odd. They have a no alcohol beyond this point sign out at the end of their little boundary. So apparently they're so into DORA that they tell people they're not allowed to take alcohol out of here when they are a DORA selling participant, supposedly. I'm going to walk up and see if on the doors they have their DORA participant stickers, or if they're like, Jungle Gyms are so excited about it they didn't even bother to put up the stickers. Yeah, they don't. Let me see. Yeah, they don't, that I see, they do not have their stickers up saying that they are a DORA provider. I can try to peek through and see if I see them on the inner doors, and I do not. So this just tells you how dumb this is. One of the places that's the selling place doesn't have their stickers up. Now Rincon, they might have a sticker here. You can't see them until you get up super close. Yeah, so Rincon has their DORA sticker. Look at how impossible that is to see. It's below the DoorDash sticker, so that's how bad this is. So it says Dora beverages sold here, but then if you walked out and you have your Dora getting your drink on, wanting to go up Rape Trail to the Township Center, then you come out here and there's signs saying that you're not allowed to bring your alcoholic beverage outside this marker. So this just tells you what a joke this whole thing is, even to the participating places selling alcohol. So I'm walking out past RJ's. I looked at the map on my phone of where the door is supposed to be, and it goes down to the corner. This whole parking lot here is part of the DORA, but you see there's no, that I can see, any edge signs there. If I walked out of the parking lot over there, telling me, I'll go over and look and see if I can find some. But there is a sign. Look at this. This is a master stroke of urban planning. There's a sign on the post out there that's just kind of haphazardly facing RJ's. It's not really oriented towards the road, but I don't know if you can see that. I'm walking on rocks now. But here's the funny part. I looked at the map, and for some reason Fuji Steakhouse is not part of the DORA. So everything is part of the DORA, and I don't know if there's a sign coming down the road here to tell you that Fuji Steakhouse is not part of the DORA. But I don't know why Fuji Steakhouse got cock-blocked out of the DORA when all these other places are part of the DORA. So it would actually be a place that could, sell alcohol as part of this. So this parking lot is the very edge of the DORA. So in theory, oh, here's a sign. There's one sign down here pointing to that this is the edge of the DORA here. So I guess if you're walking now, the sign is not where the where the walk is. So here's the walkway, here's the DORA sign, and if I follow the walkway, I don't think, unless I looked over there, I would never see any sign telling me that this is the edge of the DORA. And this is an area that actually has sidewalks. So this is how government does things nowadays. And I guess it's how businesses do. Businesses that are in, like RJ's and Crossroads, don't bother to even put up their government-provided signage. I'm going to walk back here and go up Rape Trail to the Township Center and see if I see any other signs up here. So in theory, if you walk up this hill, you're going from in the DORA to out of the DORA, and there is no signage here that I can see whatsoever telling you that this is the end of the DORA. But if you walk up this hill here, you'd be walking out of the DORA. Here's another area that if I walked up this hill, I would be walking from in the DORA to out of the DORA, and no signage whatsoever over here. Now this is Rape Trail over to the left, and then somebody pointed out to me that there's a paved walkway behind the Township Center that comes up over here and then goes down this hill, and they couldn't understand why they didn't direct traffic that way out of the amphitheater, or have a connection of that trail down this hill here a little bit to connect in here, versus having this unlit gravel trail. I guess the government doesn't have to adhere to the Americans with Disabilities Act and have a way for people in wheelchairs, for example, to get from point A to point B, or maybe you can do that. But I was here last night in the pitch black. You get another impression here. I'm going to walk all the way up it this time. I didn't film myself walking all the way up it ever, but you see, you can hardly see the trail. It would be easy to fall off the edge here in the dark, especially. No lighting. Very uneven because it's just gravel poured on top of the dirt here. I jokingly say to people, this is like the kind of work I do in my yard. It also is rutted out. It appears that there's no drainage provision in areas where water might come down this hill over here. I'm also looking, see, that is Furniture Fair up there. on the other side of the woods. I'm looking for any boundary markers here about where I can get my drink on. Look at how half-assed this is. So they just cut out the edge here. No retaining wall, no nothing. Just cut it out and throw it in. Look at this. Look at how stupid this is. Look at the half-assedness of it. So they cut out what, like 2 feet there, 2 feet cut out, put in no retaining wall, nothing to retain the soil whatsoever, and then you wonder why it's getting rutted out. And then I go look up here, and there's no signage on where the end of the door is into these woods. So I'm looking forward to getting some buddies and hanging out in the woods over here, drinking our door. There's more rutting coming down this hill because the drainage is not good. It looks here like they might have thought they could have put a trail that way, and then they changed their mind because it's like dug out a little bit there. But I'm going to keep walking just so you get a flavor. And then the trail just ends. So here's the end. So there's no, this is, again, I say it's a Michael Logue, Joe Dills thought through operation with the blessing of Corey probably, because he's beholden to them, and to law enforcement because they're beholden to them, and probably to fire because they're beholden to them, because we've gone to a yes man system. So now I'm up in the amphitheater. So the trail is not even labeled. I'm going to walk back here. So this is technically the edge of the DORA here, behind the stage. And there's no signage back here about where the DORA ends. And then like this hill here, in theory I would think there should be some signs here saying you got up on top of that hill, you're exiting the DORA area, but there aren't any that I see. So now I'm up in the parking lot again, just about up in the parking lot. I walked the whole way. I wanted to walk the whole way. So beautiful, lit, safe, not only overhead lights, but these lights on the edges here, trail going down to the amphitheater. Then when you're down there, the trail going to where you get your beer to get your drink on is like some hillbilly made it, brought their tractor in, carved it out, and just dumped a bunch of gravel. No lighting, no safety, no nothing down there. I wonder what would happen if a business tried to do that. If a business tried to do that, my bet is they would be cited for some violation. So now I'm going to go up here again to the edge. And again, there's no signage, anywhere, because this is technically the edge of the DORA. I'm going to really look for any DORA sign at the exit here. There's none down low that anybody would be able to see. I don't see any, there aren't any signs on the post going this way that I can see. And the two posts going out, there's nothing on them. The one is completely obstructed by a tree, so even if there was. So apparently we didn't put any DORA signs on the township parking lot because we would look like freaking idiots more than we are, that we have drinking at our government building and during certain hours. But we put them on the bus depot where the cars would be driving out, because I guess the assumption is people riding the bus back and forth are going to get their drink on.